What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Jasmy today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started, you guys. Let's not waste any time. Jasmy sitting at about 5.1516 cents. Good job, you guys. You're up 73% this week. We got 2 days, 21 hours left in the week. It's a beautiful move. You had this head and shoulders pattern, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. You had the head and shoulders pattern, and you actually broke it to the upside. And I remember talking about it here. You know, there was the consideration of breaking it to the downside because it is, of course, a head and shoulders pattern. It is a topping pattern. But with how bullish the markets were and everything, you know, I did say that there are a decent bit of the time. I think it's like a 40% chance that you can break it to the upside. I remember saying that, so I can't remember if my exact call was, is it going to go down or is it going to go up? I can't remember. I feel like I would have said it's going to go up because that's just obvious for the crypto cycle. But I don't know. Things were trying and boring here. Your emotions and your perspective can get thrown off with stuff like that, right? It's not the dumps that throw you off. It's these uncertain, boring times that throw people off most of the time. But anyways, enough about that. From the relative high that you had in June to the relative low that you had in August, you have tipped your 1272, 5.931. You literally tipped it perfectly. 5.931. Or actually, maybe you just missed it, 5.913. Barely missed it, but basically you touched it, yeah. A lot of coins I've actually noticed have been hitting their 1272. Not a lot of coins, but there's a few coins that have hit their 1272, and they've rejected more or less immediately. Do expect, especially with this look already today, you're down 12%, do expect to move down to about 4.4 cents, if not all the way down to about just under 4 cents, something like that down here. You kind of consolidated right here for a day, right before you lifted off, and right after you lifted off and before you lifted off. You probably come back down here to consolidate. It is right around your relative high, an area that you also found resistance on back here. I bet if we even go back in time, I wonder if you do. Let's see. Let's put a line here so I know. Line there. We'll just go back. Back. Okay, a little bit of resistance here, which actually does come in line very well. That's at the closing high. That does come in line very well with the 100 level. Yeah, right there. So perfect. Yeah, something between about 4.5 cents to 4 cents itself, probably just below both of those numbers, is on your way. I'm going to make this video, put it out there now so that people can see it, because I think this thing's dropping by the minute. It's going to drop like a sack of shit. 4-hour RSI, uptrend, very bullish uptrend. It's very clear that it's breaking out of it, right? Absolutely, you're breaking out of it. 1-hour RSI, looking a bit sickly. It was looking good, very overbought, but now you're just making this rip all the way down to below the 50, right? You didn't do that this time. You kind of did it this time. What'd you do here? Kind of did it this time. You got a decent move down, but nothing like this. Anyways, I think what I'm trying to get to, I was trying to look for more of a perspective kind of like this. I think you're going to see something more bearish right now, and it's probably already obvious that you are, than anything you've seen really throughout this whole move so far. This recent move, not the whole move like consolidating. Right? It's not going to be torrential. It's not going to be terrible. But again, something around, what was it, just below 4.5 cents to just below 4 cents. That makes sense to me. I want to see if there's other perspectives that make sense too, just real quick. 4.5 cents, bro. It's perfect. Yeah, 4.5 cents, just below 4 cents. It's perfect. It is literally so perfect. 2272, 1618, or 1886. I'm sorry, from your deep extended areas. Yeah, it's perfect. It literally is perfect. So I don't have anything else I want to say. I just wanted to make that update. I don't think Jasmy's broken. I think it has a lot more to go. Right? Do not be swayed by this down move. It's also probably not at a good price to buy right here at about 5 cents. If you wait by the end of today, probably within the next 2 days, it'll probably have that low. And then before you know it, next week or even by the end of the week, you'll probably resume your move all the way up to 8.5 cents or more. You literally could see high. I mean, if we look at this, what you did last time from the high to the low, which by the way, guys, this is what they call an Adam and Eve. It's a beautiful pattern. I think it's a beautiful pattern. I don't know. It's very reliable. It's my favorite kind of bottoming look, and I call this the reverse bow. I don't know what it's called, but it's essentially, you find it a lot with double bottoms. I mean, you can only find it with double bottoms. So it's where you have a double bottom, right? You have this kind of W look, but within the middle of your W here, you actually have an M, right? And you've got this, and it's like, it just looks like a bow to me. I always call it the reverse bow, because if this was a bow, the arrow would go this way, but it's the reverse bow because your price goes the opposite direction. I don't know. It's probably got a different name, but in my 8 years doing this, I still haven't heard anybody else call it anything else. So I'm calling it the reverse bow, but I'm not the first person to do technical analysis. There's a lot of people who've got years and decades of experience beyond my own existence even, let alone my own experience in the space. But until I know what it's called, I'm just going to keep calling it that. It's basically just a W with an M in it, right? Or you could have the same thing, an M. Oops, that's just a true M. An M with a W in it. I don't know. A little bit distracted. All I'm trying to say is, if we look, because I got distracted off of the bottom here. It is a nice bottom, right? You can't blame me. I'm just a man getting distracted by a really nice bottom, right? I think it's instinct at that point. 8.5 cents at the 3113. That looks nice right there. We did top off here. Well, what I was trying to see is that we did top off right above the 2272 of this general high to low here. Like if you took this move, you took the high to low. This was your consolidation before you expanded upwards, right? Same kind of idea, high to low. This is your consolidation before you expanded upwards. The last time that you did this, you saw the move take you above the 2272. Okay, so if we take this away, could you do the same thing? And the answer is yes, you could. You really could. Jasmy might be on a mission right now, all the way up to 17 cents to 24 cents, somewhere in that zone. And that could make sense. That makes sense to me. I could really see that happening. You're at 5 cents now. I could see that happening, if not by the end of this year, by the end of January. If it doesn't happen by the end of January, then I would expect you're up in this area by the end of April or May, something like that. But at the very least, this move is not going to stop until you're at least at like 8.5 cents, maybe 11 cents. You're at 5 cents now, probably pulling back to around 4.5 cents, 4 cents. So good time to get in. The green light to buy is definitely there. Maybe with a little bit of a warning, right? Maybe just wait. Maybe if you're looking to buy it right now, go to bed. Wake up tomorrow. If you just woke up, you're in a part of the world where you just woke up, wait till it's nighttime. Wait till you're done with work. See how it looks then. You know, see if you're at that 4.5 cent area. I fully do expect it to pull down to 4.5 cents to just below 4 cents. And even though just below 4 cents is the bottom of my range personally, I have no problem buying at 4.5 cents, right? And really, there's no problem buying it here. That's not a dramatic drop. I mean, it is somewhat significant. Don't get me wrong, right? Like if you buy here, I'm not going to do it in the sense of pulling down. We're going to do it in the sense of gains. If you buy here right now at 4.97 cents, and we only go to 8.5 cents, we only go there. That's a 69%, basically a 70% move. But if you're lucky enough to buy it at 4.4 cents, that 69% move turns into an 88% move. If you're lucky enough to buy it all the way down at right around 4 cents or just below there, it turns into a 106% move. So yes, you could make gains at this price, but if you wait, you could turn those gains into something a little bit more. And this is just the minimum target, let alone if you go higher. Those gains only stretch more, right? They only stretch more. Obviously, they stretch more as things go higher. But if you were to go, let's say you go to like 11 cents, that's the next target area. That's 121% from here, which is nice. From the 100 level, it's 150% basically. That's like a whole 30% more. And then from the 886 level, which is lucky if you get there, don't count on it, but that's 177%. Of course, you want the most growth. You don't want the least growth, but there's nothing wrong with taking something in between because the most growth is never promised. So just get in. If you're looking to get in, if you have no exposure, get in. It's a green light to buy. If you already have some, maybe wait. Just wait a little bit. It's probably, it'll probably give you an opportunity to buy. And if I'm wrong, if I'm absolutely wrong on this and you don't see that pullback at all, and I suck and I'm terrible, and sometimes that happens. I've been wrong before, I'll be wrong again. Then this thing will just continue to go, and if it takes off and you're not on this party barge, just look elsewhere. Don't chase the dragon. You'll get burned because if it does just take off and then you buy, watch, that's whenever it drops. You know what I mean? And then those higher targets are never promised in the first place. I was wrong about it going down. It went up. Of course I'm going to be wrong about the other stuff. No, that's not necessarily how it works. I think even if I am wrong about it going down right now, those targets will still remain. But I'm having too much fun at this point. I need to end the video. So with that, I'll leave you guys. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I do expect good things to come from Jasmy throughout the rest of this cycle. But don't expect it to perform immediately right now. I wouldn't be surprised if you consolidated for a little bit. But probably sometime next week, if not by the end of this week, you'll start moving up again. That's my genuine expectation. Okay, bye-bye.